I will do it gladly. I will do it gladly. I will do it gladly.
How can I change this sentence?
He wants to buy a pony.
They must be able to analyze complex problems and think critically to come up with creative solutions.
The supervisor asked two employees to switch their work schedules. The supervisor asked two employees to switch their work schedules. The supervisor asked two employees to switch their work schedules.
It is crucial to stay up to date with the latest developments in the field.
Modern art excites some people but probably baffles many more. Modern art excites some people but probably baffles many more. Modern art excites some people but probably baffles many more. There is more to the theory than what we've discussed in class. There is more to the theory than what we've discussed in class. There is more to the theory than what we've discussed in class.
The musical awakening he had longed for suddenly seemed within reach.
The signs advertising the new bakery were posted around town. The signs advertising the new bakery were posted around town.
Self-driving cars pose challenges and opportunities for society.
The tree branches grew wildly in all directions. The tree branches grew wildly in all directions. The tree branches grew wildly in all directions.
Smaller groups developed from the main branch of the organization. Smaller groups developed from the main branch of the organization. Smaller groups developed from the main branch of the organization.
In mathematical function, every output value corresponds to a specific input value.
There isn't much on our agenda for today. There isn't much on our agenda for today. There isn't much on our agenda for today. Hey! I haven't seen you in forever. How are you? Oh, I studied abroad last semester and loved it. You should definitely do it. It's a great experience. You'll get to travel and learn about a new culture. And you'll make some great memories that will last a lifetime. It is expensive, but there are ways to save money. And as for being away from home, you'll be able to stay in touch with your family and friends easily with today's technology. Besides, you'll make new friends while you're there. Trust me, it's worth it. You won't regret it if you go for it.
Talk about a person who has had a big effect on the world. Talk about a person who has had a big effect on the world. Talk about a person who has had.
I know I know a person that has had a big impact. I would say huge impact on the world, and it is a polemical person. Some people admire him, some people hate him. I think that he has enough reasons to be both hated and loved equally. Um, that this person created a company. Well, he didn't create it. He just more like adapted an already existing company to improve artificial intelligence. He also created so-called, well, it's not a bank, but it's like a platform to send and to withdraw money um, among many different countries a little bit more easily using mainly your email. And he also created a company. Well, he didn't create it; he just bought it, I guess. I'm not so sure, but he was a partner for creating electrical cars. Um, Although he has improved a lot of technologies, he and his team, he has also done some things that you cannot say that are that ethic. So I can say that although he has created like a lot of changes, um, time will tell if they were good enough. This image depicts a little dog jumping right behind a ball. Probably it is a soccer ball. Soccer. Oh, he's jumping over the grass. You can see that it's a sunny day because the shadow is on the grass. There is a lot of greenery. In the background, there are a lot of bushes and trees. And you can tell for sure that the dog is very happy. He's also wearing a black leash. And I think that he will be able to catch the ball or to bite it at least. I can also tell that the fur of this little dog is white and he has probably some brown spots. It's hard to tell for me since I am colorblind. Also, the dog is very slim, so you can tell that he is always active or he or she eats just enough. And this is like a empty place. There is like no one around probably, at least in the frame, within the frame. So I think that there is only like the owner taking the photo, and that's pretty much it. I remember this time when I was working at a call center. I was a little bit into arts, but only as a hobby. And there was one girl who I knew she liked to take photographs. So at the very last day before I quit that job, I asked her if she would like to someday to take some photos or I don't know, just to speak about photography. And she actually had like a presentation card about her photography services. And after a while, we went to take photos at a model agency and some other places, also for weddings, for baptisms, events. And that was very interesting because although we had very different personalities, we could work, I would say, kind of effectively. We were not the best team, but we were not the worst team either. So we learned a lot from each other, and also not only about photography, also about life and I don't know, like contacts for getting a job and those kind of things. So Nowadays, although I stopped taking photographs, she became an influencer about photography, and she is very famous and successful. Well, the higher the speed to communicate is, the higher is the demand that we have to answer quickly. A compelling example of this, from my own experience, is before you had to call someone, and if that person received the message, like answer the call, and you could keep the conversation. But nowadays, since you get a message, a text, all of a sudden, some people might get very offended if you don't answer them or reply quickly. Um, and it's not always possible since you are probably busy working or solving another difficult situation. But not everybody understands that. So um, I guess that regardless of how hard or how busy we are, we have to improve our speed to answer those messages. But it's not convenient if you think about it. Also, you can create or to share like a more respectful environment about the time of other people, even if you are not there, if even if you are just testing them. But as I said before, not everybody is very conscious about it. So some people will take it okay, some people won't. But we can foster that as least among our relatives or close people. Yeah. Well, that is one disadvantage. But speaking about advantages, I think that is very convenient that we can like communicate to with the people that are important. And I'm not speaking only about your family or friends. I'm also speaking about job, clients, um, other businesses, with even the government. They can reply on their websites on real time. So there are more ways to get things done, to do all the paperwork, and I really like that. Nevertheless, I having like spaces in person to do that, I think is also important. For example, today I was calling to a government office because well I needed to get like a certificate and they couldn't deliver it in person, so I had to schedule a meeting in person. But I think it's good because by having a person in front of you, an advisor, you can ask more things more easily.